Finland. A frigid cold country that is most famous for its body count for Soviet soldiers during the Winter War, and is home to the deadliest sniper in military history, Simo Hoya, aka the White Death. But today, we're going to be talking about a Finnish war machine that not a whole lot of people knew about before it exploded on the internet as a meme tank thanks to an unlikely source. An anime. I present to you the Finnish Perkele wagon that is the BT-42.
Finlandia, sinne taas matkalla politiivana. Kun Molotovkin lupasi, on kaikki harsi. Huomenna jo Helsingissä syödään marsi. Niet Molotov, valehteli enemmän kuin itse Bobrikov. Niet Molotov, valehteli enemmän kuin itse Bobrikov.
The BT-42 is a Finnish tank that is constructed off the hull of captured Soviet BT-5 light tanks during the Finnish Simo War. But as you can see, the Finnish made some modifications to it. I could go more in depth about the Soviet BT tanks as a whole, but those things deserve their own video as the story behind them is pretty interesting as well as the many variants of them. But essentially what the Finnish did is that they took off some of the original turrets and instead put a massive box turret that houses a 114mm howitzer that makes this thing look like KV-2's younger brother. And speaking of the KV-2, the BT-42 and the KV-2 aren't actually considered tanks. Instead, they're actually classified as self-propelled guns, or to put it in simpler terms, heavily armored artillery guns that can move. The reason being is that these things weren't really designed to be tank busters. They were instead made to shell enemy positions and hardpoints with heavy firepower from afar. Although the KV-2 is more built to assault the enemy defenses and take a beating, but I can't really say the same for the BT-42. However, what the BT-42 and every other BT lacks in armor, it makes up for speed and maneuverability. It is able to traverse almost any terrain at any speed thanks to its Christie suspension.
He said it!
The recorded speed of the BT-42 is around 33 miles an hour or 53 kilometers an hour, at least on the roads, which is slightly slower than the original BT tanks because of the 42's gargantuan turret. But you want to know what else comes with having a massive turret the size of a U-Haul trailer on your tank? It is a massive freaking target. And apart from the KV-2, this thing has absolutely no armor. But in all, 18 BT-42s were converted from BT-7s and they were eventually pressed into service in early 1943. The first engagement with the BT-42s came during the continuation war on the Sver River, and the BT-42s actually performed relatively well against Soviet positions and pillboxes, although whenever Russian T-34 medium tanks entered the field is when the BT-42s started having issues. And according to a bunch of reports, the BT-42s scored no penetration on the Russian tanks, even at almost point-blank distances. And at the end of the battle, all of the BT-42s had been taken out. They then took part in another battle in 1944 to defend Viborg against a massive Soviet offensive, and yet again, they didn't score a single kill. And only a single BT-42 out of the 9 that partaked in battle were able to get away and not be destroyed. Seeing the writing on the wall, the Finnish would eventually replace the BT-42s with German Stug assault guns. However, by the end of World War II, there was only one last surviving BT-42 that currently resides at the Perkele Tank Museum in Finland. And I believe that is all she wrote. So that concludes our video of Geek Time on the BT-42. Let me know if you guys really liked this episode. It was definitely pretty interesting to make and talk about a fairly well-known but also kind of unknown tank that didn't really do too well in combat, but is still regarded as a massive meme tank. Yeah, if you guys really did enjoy this episode, be sure to hit the like button that's down below. It helps me out a lot. And if you wanted to know whenever the next video drops or anything, be sure to hit the notifications bell. And if you want to know the exact date of certain videos or announcements, there's a Discord channel link underneath every single one of my videos where you can join, you can talk, you can post memes, Or you could also vote on whatever you want to see in the next Geek Time video. I'll put some of my own suggestions, you guys can suggest your own, and it's just a really cool place, and I hope you guys, you know, join us. We can talk or chat or something, but apart from that, if you guys really want to support my channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. It really does help me out, and it makes me motivated to hit even a higher subscriber count, since we had 100 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing. I can't really thank you guys enough for getting me here. But yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this 100 subscriber special video. I'm SoldierDude Gaming, and I'll see you in the next video. But until then, bye.